Welcome back to another exciting episode of Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa The Blind Let's Play. I am Gogoroth, and last time we concluded the investigation to the dead body, who I believe is Mukuru Ikasaba, and not Kyoko, due to the fact that she had the Fenro tattoo on the back of her hand, and that Kyoko is alive and in the room with us. A+ detective I am. And we enter this garish room. Like Makoto calls this a pit of ultimate despair. I'm inclined to agree. My gosh, that color scheme. I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed. Now all of my jokes will have clear points and be very profound.
Chills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show! And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. Only the 5th? Wow. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. All this can be yours for 4 easy payments. Yeah, sure, I'll save. I mean, I saw so much. So much has changed since my last save. And insane skills. I can just set all of them. Okay. Do I have any others to set? No. Okay. So all my skills. I'm good.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
But we know this already.
Your votes will determine the results.
Boo.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Yes.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko.
Mukuru
There's no
Ikusaba.
other explanation.
She's in the room with
They're
us.
standing right there.
You dummy.
No, that's a ghost.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But she has legs and stuff.
Yes, the #1 evidence against Ghost. Legs.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Okay. Okay, Hiro. You just go sit in the corner. Here's a slinky. You have fun with that.
There's a limit
The
to
adults
how
will
much
talk now.
ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's
We are
traits
actually
to the
going
traits
to
of
do
the dead
this.
body.
Her traits?
Kyoko's piercing glare.
Got it!
Love it.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why
Scars.
she actually wears those gloves.
We just talked about
And
this.
would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Sorry, Kyoko.
You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
No, you can see the
Probably
tattoo
just
in the
got burnt
nails.
Up in the explosion. I'm
Shut
not
up.
Convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Oh my god, but we do know why. Explode by analysis, tattoo on the right hand. I mean, fake nails, tattoo, all that stuff would work.
That
We could see it.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. 'Cause
Why?
that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Oh, the fake nails prove she wasn't wearing
Entire
gloves before.
discussion is
Got it.
idiotic.
And Byakuya, I'm inclined to agree.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Oh, nope, other way. There we go.
Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is
What?
absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Yes, it is.
That Kyoko! Okay, then prove
The dead body
they got burnt up!
Then she was wearing gloves before the...
Well, yeah. She must have been wearing gloves.
What? No, 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 no!
Corpse is absolutely
Okay, the entire
discussion
this
is
entire
idiotic.
video is gonna revolve around me trying to hit this damn target.
Kyoko! Okay, then prove
The dead body
they got burnt
Burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah. She must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's wrong.
I apologize.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
No, the fake nails was a false memory the ghost implanted into our minds!
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man. You don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Hina, kill.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Yeah.
Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my
What?
daily life. If I wore fake nails,
Really?
the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Did the gloves... Would the store-bought gloves would interfere with their daily life?
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to
Which should have been obvious since
Really?
she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Byakuya, stop being relatable. I don't like it. Okay. I'm gonna guess the tattoo is what I want.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who
Who knows,
died?
though?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
Like identifying Mark.
The face was scorched beyond recognition.
And that's true.
And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, that's wrong.
Yes! We can identify the body, Hina.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll
Maybe the
die a
distinctive
cruel and
tattoo?
unusual Death.
Oh, an
Right, Toko.
unusual death. This I gotta see.
Dude! How can you say that about death? You see death so often. We have seen 3 executions, not including Alter Ego.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master
A
man
wolf,
must have
for
made her
exact.
To be like, you're my bitch.
I'm going to bed. Leaf.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
Oh, that you believe without
No,
evidence.
that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There we go.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay,
Yep.
so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Again, did we bring the file with us? It's a wolf. Wolf, okay. I need an F. Gotta have an F. There we go.
Now I understand.
Wait, now you understand? You didn't get before? Jeez,
The
Makoto.
representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology.
Thank you. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you, Toko. Sorry.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body
Yeah.
we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means
Yeah.
that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
I mean, must. It's very unlikely it was anyone else.
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is
Oh.
to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
I thought he was saying that Mukuro Kasaba was behind the whole thing, which would be quite a
Are you
twist.
saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
She's the ultimate soldier. I believe her file says that.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Yeah, what I said.
If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Yeah, how about
You got
that?
it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
I mean, okay, she wasn't her own story,
Which would mean
but
she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Pope's Peak Academy headmaster after.
no, it's someone in this
No,
very
the headmaster has
room.
nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay.
What?
We're in the middle of a trial right now.
Okay, no,
Figuring out who
explain.
killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait.
No, I
But
wanna
remember this.
talk about that more.
No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
When I don't want to know.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused.
Oh my gosh.
Let me state this one
Cool
more
boy.
time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
Stop restating
Hammer that
things.
point straight into your big ol' brains.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Yeah.
Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Yeah.
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
And when he says these events, does he mean the murder or the entire killing game? I mean, clearly the mastermind is going to be one of the students, not just some character comes in the last second. But is he saying that
Seriously?
now?
Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it?
Or is that
It's the
twist to
killers
be
this time.
revealed later?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Alright, it's Kyoko or me.
You realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Yeah. Toko Genocide Jack, I wish.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow
'Cause
me
they were
to
dismantling
explain. Just
Monokuma.
after nighttime last night, I went to the garden. At that point, there was no dead body there. So,
Yep.
the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Right, you missed some
The whole
things.
time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you going to talk about the dream? Are you going to flash back to the dream
Are you
again?
thinking of raising an
I mean, I know it's not. I know it wasn't really a dream, but
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want, somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
and then I'll
but
present
what time did
Toko's
we find the body?
version of
The one who
events
saw the body
and
first was
establish
Toko, right?
that. Oh, I have to remember. Shoot, I think it was 9?
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m.
Good,
Since
okay.
that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Pat on the back. I mean, okay, we can flash back to it too. Why not?
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit. So I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around...
I want to say 7:30?
Oh, yeah. Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Nope. Wait, what? I mean, there's also no evidence that you did it because you didn't do it. So, wouldn't just find evidence that points to a killer mean that? Okay, so it's gonna be the tarp and the sprinkler, I'm guessing, is what's necessary here. Okay, we got sprinklers on the list, so let's go with that.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock
4 o'clock, 5
to
o'clock.
7:30.
Who's whispering stuff?
That's more than enough time
Ah.
for the murder, I should think.
Bogus.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Yeah, no. I got it. I just need to know when to click.
It took
Which I
place
Somewhere
think
between
is
9 o'clock. Yep.
the 7:30 one.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough.
Ah,
to commit. So
frickety.
Makoto, if you have any objections, now would. We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
What? No? How am I scaring you? No, there is a contradiction.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
So it happens
took
here, I
place
guess?
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
No, that's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30,
Okay, the 7:30 would have worked. The 7:30 would have been a good answer.
then it should have been completely soaked.
Both should have been programmed to move me ahead.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
What?
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth
Oh,
south
this-
was wet?
What?
How dare you spew
What?
such indecent words?
No one said that. No one said anything close to that. So this is gonna be one. I don't know the name of it, but
Saying that the body
it's
was
one of those
wet,
bullet games.
but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Oh my gosh, Toko.
Man, you're totally wacko.
Totally wacko.
You really think it wasn't the sprinkler? You better tell us why!
Okay, the moment of truth, right? Remember how to play this game? Probably not.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything!
Oh,
Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on!
doing okay?
Are you trying to blame me? I
Doing
admit
okay, I think.
nothing. I hate you.
Ooh, I actually did.
How can you? This should prove it.
First time. Woo! Go me, go
Just
me.
remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the
I forgot like 2
sprinklers.
different mechanics of that game.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Hina, you get me.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, Makuru needs to stop talking about how good of friends we are. We
The reason
aren't
only the top
friends.
half was wet was because
You threw a bucket of water on her.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
The actor was standing right there. He can tell us.
Then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
And therefore you don't exist.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Unless they were covered by a tarp. Which you found.
Means she must have been killed sometime between then.
Which
and when the
was half
body
cleaned.
discovered at 9.
As if it was recently washed.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
That's right, Kyoko did. Oh, shoot.
I'd just like to say one thing.
Just one?
If you
Okay.
vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Oh my gosh, that's not a good defense.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Yeah, that's why, not the fact that you're gonna be
So
killed.
are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
No one
Stop
mentioned
wasting
you.
Time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you.
You got it,
Yeah.
boss. Shutting up now.
Boss, he's the mastermind. No, he's not.
Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Self-defense?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
Maybe.
She had a motive and no alibi.
It makes sense, but I
Then
kind of feel like she would
I
say
think
something.
It's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
No. Are you gonna mention the tarp?
Didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way
tarp?
the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take was covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting...
It was the tattoo. She cooked that tattoo. I don't know what Kyoko's talking about. She's insane.
I got it!
Yeah, the tarp.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick.
You're not really helping my defense here.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only
Yeah,
one
like I
side
said.
of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
I don't know if that tracks.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
I mean, maybe watermarks or something, but that's a lot of dirt. And I don't know what kind of water we're using, but I don't think it'd be that dirty.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Interesting. So this trial is Kyoko and I working against each other. Very interesting. I'm actually, well done. This is new. No. She has faith in us to be smarties. So we give evidence back and forth, eventually work our way to a solution. That is neither of us. Or one of us if we're actually guilty. Oh.
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
Blood. Blood. Oh. Shoot.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Yeah.
Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong.
But what about the blood? You know, when I mess up so many times on like a single one of these, especially when I get one the first
side being
time.
clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed
Maybe the body
it, so
wasn't-
nobody would know they'd used it.
Maybe it didn't happen there because, I mean, it's still weird that there was no blood around the bottom of the body. That was enough blood.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that,
Well,
what
maybe
if
they
the
were
very
stupid.
blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Well, how do we prove that?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's
Oh.
what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
Did he use them all?
That's not what happened this time. The killer
Prove
got
it.
the blood from right there in the garden.
The chicken. One of the chicken. One of the chickens.
I got it! Could it have been
That's why there wasn't enough blood.
chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
Oh, that's right.
So you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Stop.
That is also true.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Yes, but not the worst crime today.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
One thing?
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
No. That depends on where they sprayed it.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body,
What does that even mean?
was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
What? Really?
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
And it's backwards.
Then that settles it.
Unless Japanese lab coats are different.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they've already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Maybe? I don't know if this is tracking.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That
Yeah.
actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
I guess.
But still,
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Kyoko?
that's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I
must
wasn't.
admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Damn. Okay, let me see. I have no idea how to defend myself from this one. I have no idea where they're gonna go. Oh, actually, this feels like a decent part for a cliffhanger. So, I'm gonna go ahead and save and wish you all a lovely day. Hope that you're keeping your sanity during this coronavirus. And that you and yours are safe. And I hope that this is providing you some entertainment in these darkish times. If so, please give a like, subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment below. I'm eager to hear what people think about the series. And where they think this might be going if they haven't played it already. If you have played already, keep your theories to yourself. No spoilers. And as Markiplier likes to say, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.